Hi, I'm Kim, and I'm a postbaccalaureate research fellow at the National Institutes of Health. Sometimes when we get sick, it can take a long time for our body to recover. That's because when you get infected with a virus, such as the flu or COVID, it can take up to 2 weeks for your body to make special virus-fighting proteins called antibodies. Unfortunately, not everybody's antibodies are good at their job. To help those people, scientists like me are trying to make copies of the strongest antibodies around and use them to develop new treatments. But in order to do that, we need to have some way to figure out which antibodies to focus on. I use a technique called a competition assay to do that, which is a lot like the antibody Olympics, except that sometimes multiple competitors can win gold at the same event. To do a competition assay, I put multiple antibodies in a ring with a virus and see if any of them can knock it out by attaching to a part of the virus that it needs to survive or infect other cells. Sometimes an antibody can't bind to the virus at all, or it only attaches to a part of the virus that the virus does not need. Other times, only one of the antibodies can bind to a critical part of it. In the best-case scenario, more than one antibody proves up to the challenge of vanquishing the virus, whether that be by binding to different parts of it or attaching to the same part. In the latter scenario, the two antibodies are said to compete for that part of the virus, hence the name of the technique. By putting antibodies through their paces in this way, my colleagues and I are able to narrow down which antibodies are worth studying further, to one day turn into treatments that can combat viral infections.